Happy New Year, my people. It is now 2020, and you know what I mean? We should always have goals throughout a year, but when a new year starts, it's kind of like anything that was in the past year or before, we could kind of just let go. It's like a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? So happy New Year, it's 2020, and you guys should have goals that you want to accomplish throughout this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it to another level, be great. You know what I'm saying? I know for me, like I said, this channel needs to blow up. My Instagram needs to gain some traction, and I claim it in the name of Jesus. Yo, I'm fired up. But today I made some investments. You know what I'm saying? I bought some stuff to try to elevate my game. You know what I'm saying? As you guys know, I've been using the gold Babyliss clippers. You've seen them in my tutorials, but I had to buy the black babies, you know what I'm saying, because they look super clean. And I wanted the same clipper, but I didn't want the gold one again, so I got the black and gold, which I think is super dope. And if you guys want a review on the Babyliss clipper, cordless clipper, let me know, comment below, because I think I have good input. I've been using them for about 2 months now, and you know what I'm saying, I love them. So if you want a review on those, let me know in the comments. And then shout out to Chris Bassi on his new video, kind of explaining how YouTube barbers make tutorials. And one thing that he shared was this mic. He had the white version, the Snowball, but I got the black Snowball Ice. So the audio in this video is gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? This stuff isn't cheap, but when you invest in your dream, when you invest in your career and what you want to do, you're gonna make it back like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm praying that, you know, the Lord will give me opportunity after opportunity this year that I will be able to take advantage of. But one thing I want to share with you guys, talking about opportunity. So this week, to start off 2020, I got to cut an NFL player, right? He's from Oberlin, which is about 30 minutes from where I stay. He plays for the LA Chargers. His name is Jason Moore. My man was super dope. So it was a really cool opportunity to cut someone of you know what I mean, stature, that has a pretty dope position in life to be an NFL player. And I got to cut him, which was a super cool opportunity, and I thank God for it. Many more to come, and I pray that there will be blessings your way. Stay focused, keep grinding, don't let anything get in your way. Block out all distractions. Have faith in what God can do in your life, and keep grinding, and I promise, you will go to the next level. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Wait, super quick, one of my clients named Aaron Freeman has a company called Film Factory, and he blessed me by making this really cool video, kind of a promo. I can use it as an intro on YouTube, posted it on my Instagram. This is it. Follow him at Film Factory. Check it out. Shout out Aaron, the goat man. Yeah, that's me. That's what he was feeling like. Thank you, Aaron, for the video. But to get into this tutorial, we're gonna start off by setting our bald line with the gold Babyliss trimmers. And I'm gonna go ahead and set it all the way around the head just to save some time, since I already have the trimmers in my hand. Alright, we're gonna follow that bad boy up with the shaver just to get it really close to the skin, so that transition of the high taper will pop just that much more. And then we're gonna go in with our clipper all the way open, going about 1/2 inch. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a high taper, so we're gonna make our guidelines pretty big. And then to save some time, also I did open and blended it into the beard just to save some time. And then this is our one open, going up about the same height. So I'm gonna set in all my guidelines and then blend down. And then this will be my two open, and this will be the biggest guard that I use. This is kind of just blending into what he has on top. And then I went ahead and closed that two open, and we're gonna follow that up with the 1.5 all the way open right under that. Now you're gonna see it come together as we work our way down, and then from that you can detail, you know what I'm saying? And then here, I skipped the half guard. I'm gonna go in and attack that first initial guideline that we made. So I go in closed and then open it gradually as I go up. And right there is how we get through our steps, right? And you're gonna see me go into the beard with the 1.5 just to blend it a little bit more. And for the other side, follow it up with the shaver, clipper all the way open. Like again, I attack the beard to save some time. And it's all about working smart, right? Because a lot of times we'll focus so much on getting that blend perfect on the first time through that when it's time to detail, we're already 30 minutes into the haircut and we're gonna be late for our next appointment. You know what I'm saying? So try to work smart, try to work efficiently. You know what I'm saying? And then right under that is the 2 closed, and then my 1.5 open. And with different side of the heads, you know, you have different growth patterns. So you'll see me grab the 2 open again because I see a lot of weight at the top of that taper, and this is just blending right back into the top. This is the 2 open, and you see it just came out that much cleaner. It's all about the details, you know what I'm saying? You got to separate yourself from every other barber, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go in with the clipper closed, open it a little bit, open it a little bit more, using the corners to get into those dark areas. And you see it's coming together real nice, slowly but surely. And I could very well leave the taper as is, but as barbers, we are perfectionists and we want to be the best we can possibly be. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna detail. And then moving on to the neck taper. This is the biggest portion of the taper. So we're gonna go ahead with our clipper all the way open. And I'm gonna follow that up with our 1 open once again. Make sure you brush the hair into place because when you cut, you're lifting the hair, you know what I mean? So you always wanna cut it in the way that it would lay on the normal, on the daily. And then we follow that up with our 2 open, and we close it a little bit. And to blend, the 2 open wasn't blending into the hair in the back, so I grabbed my 3 guard, and I'm just using the flick out motion to blend into the length that he has there. And then here you see me point out that line, and I'm grabbing my 1.5 open, and then closing it as needed. And then right under that, we're gonna use our half guard. I do use the half guard in the back of the neck, open, and again we close it as needed. You don't ever want to go in closed and risk the chance of taking it too high. So for me, when I'm taking out a line, I always go in open and then close it if it needs to blend a little bit better. And then for that last line, we went in with our clipper closed and opened it gradually as we get towards the top of the taper, and you'll see it came together, and this taper looks really nice as is. That's straight through it without detailing, you know what I mean? And I could very well leave it like that. But again, we're gonna go back and we're gonna detail that, take the haircut to the next level, because if you want to be great, you have to do the things that will separate you from everyone else. So here, this is our one guard, just attacking those dark spots and whatnot. But I'm gonna let you guys watch. This is a detailed portion of the neck taper.
Another finity exclusive.
So here, one thing that I always like to do when I'm doing a taper is I hate when I see people from the front view and the hair behind their ears is super poofy. So I always grab my my 1 open or my 1.5, depending on the hair texture, and just go over that nape area just to lay those hairs down and allow that lineup to be that much cleaner. And then when I line up the back of my neck, I always start at the top of the ear, just so I don't risk the chance of taking that too high, because that looks very odd. And then I'm just gonna hit that line, keeping it natural but also making it really sharp and real crispy. And when you line up the neck, it really takes that taper to the next level, and you can see the things you need to detail. And then I follow that line up with the shaver, just so it has a little bit of it lasts a little bit longer. That lineup, start at the top of the ear and then move my way down, and that taper looks beautiful. But again, I am gonna go back and detail some more because we want to separate ourselves. So same idea here as what I did with the nape area. I'm gonna taper this area down with the 1.5, and this is just laying those front hairs of the lineup down, so when I do line him up, it lines up that much sharper, you know what I mean? Alright, so I'm gonna start in the middle of my lineup and work to the right, which is usually what I do because I tend to take the area up too high if I don't do it this way. So I started in the middle, moved to the right, and you can see I'm just tapping that line up, keeping it as natural as possible, but also trying to make it really sharp. And then we're gonna go from the middle to the left side of the lineup. And I'm sorry I couldn't keep the front portion view of the lineup. It's just because of lighting and where my station's at. But you can see that lineup looks real sharp, and I'm gonna follow that up with some Airbrush enhancement, and we're gonna keep it natural. But what this does is it enhances the haircut. An already well done haircut, this just takes it to another level. And we're gonna just put it on the line, and it's gonna make those lines look much sharper, much cleaner. And it is a semi-permanent, so depending on how much you scrub it or wash it, it could last, I would say, max 2 days. At least for me, that's what it lasts. And this hurts my heart because I love when people keep length on their beards, but it does come out looking really clean. But we're gonna take his beard down with a 1 guard, kind of that clean shadow look, you know what I mean? He kind of wants to, he does this often. He'll grow it out, cut it down, then grow it out again. But we're just taking it down with the 1 guard. And then we're gonna line up the back of the beard, and you want to keep this natural, you know what I mean? I find a lot of times barbers like to push the line and the back of the beard really far in just to get it sharp, and then it grows back looking odd and it looks weird. But we're gonna line that up, line up the bottom of the neck. He wants it a little bit below his jawline, and then clean up the top, get it ready for the razor. And here, you see what I'm saying? A lot of times the crispiest line is the natural line, you know what I mean? If you push it back, a lot of times the hair is just gonna lay weird, it's gonna grow back, and you're gonna see the stubbles, and it just looks very odd. And then we're gonna take down the neck. He shaves off his mustache, real Puerto Rican vibes, you know what I mean? We're gonna follow that bad boy up with the shaver, get it as close as possible. Alright, and now this is the razor portion of the haircut, and that taper is looking mighty beautiful though. And then we're gonna just stretch the skin, hit those lines, get those stubbles out of here, just to take that line up to another level. And that pressure is being applied, yes sir. And I apologize because I do line up the top of the beard here on video, but due to autofocus and me not noticing, as you can see, it got really blurry. But I always start at the bottom of the beard and then go to the top and meet it in the middle, and that gives it that nice C shape. But that beard was looking nice. And then I'm gonna dampen the hair, get some elegant gel, put some of that in his hair, get them curls popping, you know what I mean? And that is the cut, YouTube. This is a high taper with the curly top, a nice beard lineup. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give me a follow at Dreclipperhands on Instagram. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, show some love. Thank you for watching, and down in the comments, list some goals that you have for this new year. But much love, deuces.